welcome everyone to Gift of Life Marrow Registry's One Huge Night virtual gala. Tonight, we celebrate 30 years of saving lives. I'm Tovah Feldshuh, and I am thrilled to play the role of your host and MC for the evening. A virtual stage is fine with me, as long as I'm with you. Maybe I should sing that. A virtual stage is fine with me, as long as I'm with you. We will go on. I first became aware of Gift of Life when my dear friend Wendy Siegel was diagnosed with leukemia and needed a transplant to survive. I was so moved, not only by her story, but by the thousands of people who come forward to volunteer as donors for Wendy and anyone else in need. In the years that followed, hundreds of lives have been saved thanks to Wendy and Steve's efforts. And it is such a joy to celebrate once again with this incredible organization and witness the profound generosity of everyone involved, donors, volunteers, and supporters like you. The more I learn about Gift of Life and the incredibly selfless donors who save the lives of total strangers every day, the more inspired I am. The Talmud says, to save a life is to save a universe. I cannot think of a greater gift than to give someone a second chance at life. And that is why I am honored to be part of this One Huge Night virtual gala. To kick off our program, I am happy to introduce our gala chairs. Please welcome Sarah and Leonard Aronson, Brooke and Peter Cohn, MINDY SCHNEIDER, and Dr. Michael Lesser.
Welcome and thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We are thrilled to gather together to celebrate Gift of Life's 30th anniversary of saving lives. And I know I speak for all of our co-chairs when I say how grateful we are for your support.
We first became involved with Gift of Life thanks to our dear friends, Dr. Miriam Adelson and Sheldon G. Adelson of blessed memory, whose ongoing support has allowed Gift of Life to recruit thousands of new donors during their Birthright Israel trips. In fact, the Adelson Family Foundation's Donor Circle recently celebrated its 100th transplant. I was honored to help cut the ribbon on behalf of Dr. Miriam and Sheldon G. Adelson of blessed memory as Gift of Life officially opened the Dr. Miriam and Sheldon G. Adelson Collection Center, which just celebrated the collection of its 500th donor. These are truly incredible accomplishments.
Congratulations, Gift of Life. Tonight's gala promises to be meaningful in so many ways. As we celebrate 30 years of saving lives, we are grateful for the chance to acknowledge the contributions of my dear friends, Wendy and Steve Siegel, along with Doctors Helen and Steven Colen, Mitzi and Warren Eisenberg, Evie Goldfine, Shari Redstone, the Spector Family, and Tova and Howard Weiser.
While we all miss gathering in person, there is something so incredibly special about the opportunity to share this 30-year anniversary, even as we are miles apart. Thank you, Gift of Life, for providing us the opportunity to celebrate together safely and comfortably.
We couldn't agree more. And while we can't wait to see you in person at Gift of Life's next galas in 2022 in Los Angeles or New York City, we have a lot in store for tonight's program as we honor our friends, Wendy and Steve Siegel, along with many other incredible honorees, whose dedication, passion, and vision have paved the way for Gift of Life to achieve so many incredible milestones. And of course, we all look forward to the highlight of our program, the first time introduction of a donor and recipient.
We hope you received your gift in the mail. Just to give you some background on why Hershey Kisses were so appropriate tonight, it goes back to when Wendy Siegel was being treated for leukemia. Since she had to be extra careful about exposure to germs, Wendy was not able to hug or kiss family or friends. She was known for always having Hershey Kisses on hand to give out instead. In celebration of Gift of Life's 30 years of saving lives, we are sharing these kisses with each one of you.
Thank
you,
you,
and
congratulations.
Thank you so much to all of our co-chairs. As Golda Meir says, some people love you, and some people love you and show up. You show up, and that makes all the difference, especially on a night like this. Now, tonight is all about celebrating 30 years of saving lives. Saving lives. What an unbelievable milestone. So let's hear from the man who started it all, founder and CEO, Jay FEINBERG. Welcome, Jay. I'm giving you a virtual standing ovation.
Thank you, Tova. I'm sending you a virtual hug too. Wakanda forever, Tova. Tonight, we celebrate 30 years of saving lives. It's hard to believe that 3 decades ago, my friends and family mobilized to help save my life. And today, thanks to people like you, our incredible supporters, Gift of Life has now saved thousands. I reflect with great pride on these incredible 3 decades of growth and success, but I also look ahead to innovations that will transform how blood cancer is treated. Since we celebrated last year together, I'm proud to share that we doubled the capacity of our world-class Dr. Miriam and Sheldon G. Adelson Stem Cell Collection Center and celebrated the grand opening of our Center for Cell and Gene Therapy. We were truly saddened to have lost our dear friend Sheldon of blessed memory earlier this year and continue our work in his honor. Gift of Life's incredible facility is located at our South Florida headquarters and features a cutting-edge laboratory that supports both existing and new scientific programs. All of this has been made possible thanks to the generosity of people like you. But we didn't stop there. Our board recently launched an incredible new innovative program, Gift of Life Biologics, a related organization which represents the next phase of our strategic plan to cure more patients than ever before. Gift of Life Biologics collaborates with cell and gene therapy developers, powering research and development through commercialization of innovative next-generation biological drugs for countless patients in need, really helping us close the gap. Each of these advances reflects our commitment to provide every patient with a cure. We celebrate the past, but never ever do we rest on our laurels. We are now poised to play the biggest role in our battle to defeat blood cancer than at any time in our history. I am so grateful for your support to make it happen. I must express my most sincere gratitude to our honorees, the Colens, the Eisenbergs, the Siegels, the Weisers, the Spectors, Evie Goldfine, and Shari Redstone. Your generosity, your vision and leadership represent the best of what we have been able to accomplish, and the confidence that our dreams for the future will be realized. And now, please watch and hear from our incredible honorees themselves personally.
Gift of Life is curing blood cancers one patient at a time. Every year, thousands of patients are matched with life-saving stem cell and marrow donors. When it comes to fighting blood cancers, Gift of Life is one of the most well-known, respected, and effective organizations in the world. But it began with just one, 30 years ago.
This is Jay. Jay is 23 years old and was diagnosed with leukemia last year. After testing his parents, his brother, and 11,000 strangers to find a suitable donor, Jay is still searching for the perfect bone marrow match that could save his life.
After years of recruiting tens of thousands of donors, Jay's miracle match was found. Her name is Becky, and she saved his life. With a new lease on life, Jay now had a new purpose: create a registry of donors so that no patient would have to endure what he did. So he got the word out, and it worked. In 2000, Gift of Life introduces swab testing and eliminates the need for blood draws at recruitment events. Joining the registry has never been easier, and the numbers of potential donors in the registry multiplies exponentially. In 2001, Gift of Life hosts its first of many galas. These events raise funds to support their life-saving work. In 2002, the Spector family comes to Gift of Life for help to find a match for Dr. Ruthie Spector, who was battling leukemia. The campaign to find her donor adds tens of thousands of new volunteers to the registry and helps open doors to donor recruitment in corporate settings.
And when you get the news that you have somebody in need of a bone marrow transplant in your family, that's heart-wrenching. We can change the lives of hundreds of people in this world. And I think that's the importance of Gift of Life.
I will forever be grateful to the Gift of Life and my donor for saving my life.
I still meet people today who talk about it even though it is 20 years ago.
It's part of giving forward. It's part of, wow, I can help someone else, just like Gift of Life helped me.
In 2006, Evie Goldfine is introduced to her donor, Yisrael. Following the meeting, Evie is determined to pay it forward by volunteering her time for Gift of Life, spearheading efforts to improve diversity in the registry in order to improve chances that matches will be found for patients of all ethnic backgrounds.
I am in awe of the miracle of science that allows your stem cells to run through my body and give me life, and I owe it all to your commitment to humanity. I also owe it to Gift of Life for giving us all the opportunity to help one another in such a magical way. Actually, in some respects, I feel kind of fortunate that I went through a transplant, which is kind of an odd thing to say, but I think it's my time to give back to society.
When I was diagnosed and was told I needed a transplant, the doctor said to me, "Good thing for Gift of Life, you're going to find a match." All transplants are along racial and genetic heritage lines, and Gift of Life did an amazing job. In the mid-1990s, if you were Jewish, you had less than a 5% chance of getting a match, and today we can save 80%. If you're Caucasian with no specific genetic heritage, you have a 98% chance of getting a match. If you are Latino, you have a 45% chance of getting a match. Asian, Pacific Islanders 40, and Black and multiracial 25%. And the only reason that those statistics are so horrific is because nobody has concentrated on those communities. And Gift of Life is concentrating on those communities, and we hope to change the statistics like we changed it for the Jewish people, from less than 5% to greater than 80%. So that's our goal. I feel like it's my responsibility to try to help other communities increase their representation so that they can be as lucky as I was. If nothing else, I owe it to Gift of Life.
Mitzi and Warren Eisenberg are longtime supporters of Gift of Life. Always referring to it as an insurance policy that you never want to use, they have given generously and inspired others to do the same.
It's our honor to be supportive of this wonderful organization, and it's been my privilege to serve on the board of directors.
We feel personally rewarded to see the tremendous growth over the years.
Gift of Life is working on incredible advances in cellular therapy treatment to ensure that every patient gets a second chance at life. Warren and I are proud to be dedicated partners in their life-saving mission.
In 2011, the Steps for Life 5K is launched in different states across the country. Hundreds of runners and walkers joined the movement. In 2013, Doctors Helen and Steven Colen are honored for their contributions, including a greater focus on patient advocacy. A transplant recipient himself, Steve was determined to turn his adversity into hope for others. They work to open doors to grant opportunities, foundation relationships, and pave the way for donor collections at Hackensack University Medical Center.
Gift of Life saved my life. So, I am tremendously indebted for that.
When Steve became ill, and I had no idea what to do, and I was absolutely panicked and didn't know where to turn. Seeing Jay was like seeing an angel that has come to my kitchen and sat down at the table and held my hand and said, "We'll get through it."
I get just as much out of helping Gift of Life as Gift of Life gets out of my help. So, I think that, my experience in life is it's the long-term commitment to things that provide the most reward.
In 2015, the Campus Ambassador program is established, creating agents of change on college campuses around the U.S. and focusing recruitment efforts on young, healthy donors. Later that year, following the successful transplant of their daughter Rivka, Tova and Howard Weiser are honored for their incredible support of Gift of Life. Moved to pay it forward and help others, they use their family's personal story to help bring awareness and funding.
Here we are, 9.5 years later, and very, very grateful to Gift of Life and to modern science for giving her the cure that she needed.
I think we are really driven to give other people in need the same opportunity that Rivka had for a new life. We decided that we would try to save at least 60 lives. So 60 lives for the 60th birthday. And it was a pretty good pitch because we quickly met that goal of the 2,000 swabs, and now are up to almost 24,000 swabs. We've already, in the 9 years since we set this up, saved 90 plus lives and had over 700 matches. So not a bad way to celebrate her birthday. It's going to be tough to match for my 70th, but we'll try.
Best birthday present you ever got.
Absolutely.
In 2016, Wendy Siegel is introduced to her life-saving donor at the Gift of Life Gala. Through the efforts of Wendy and her husband, Gift of Life Chairman of the Board and CBRE Global Chairman Steven Siegel, close to 90,000 new donors are added to the registry. The Siegels recently celebrated the 1,000th match from their donor circle, which is credited with saving 150 lives.
A hero to me is somebody who leaves this world somewhat better than the way they found it. There's so many heroes in this world, but we all get to take the opportunity to make it a better place. I want to make a tremendous difference. I take my assignment very, very seriously. Really, until we have a way of beating this disease, we've just got to keep these matches coming so that people like myself have a chance to be alive.
Over years, tens and tens and tens of thousands of people will be on this earth that otherwise wouldn't without the gift of life.
As long as there's one person that needs a transplant, it's important to lend yourselves to that effort. If a life could be saved, how could you possibly not do everything possible to save that life? This has become a passion. It's become as much a part of my life as breathing.
In 2017, Shari Redstone is honored for her commitment for saving lives of patients worldwide. A dedicated supporter of Gift of Life for many years, Shari spearheads innovative fundraising campaigns such as One Huge Day and Swab Sameach. Through her creative and unique approach, she encourages individuals and business leaders to lead by example and take action to help save lives.
There is nothing more personal or more powerful than knowing that your actions, small or large, can save a life, a family, or even generations to come. We have an opportunity and a responsibility as individuals and as business leaders to use our voices and our actions to have an impact and to stay involved.
I've always looked at philanthropy as a way to change lives and bring resources and opportunities to those in need. And I think what Gift of Life does is brings opportunity and hope for everyone. And if you think about wanting to have an impact on somebody's life, what better way is there to make an impact than to save a life? It really was an honor to be presented with the award that night, but what was the most incredible part of the evening was the support that not only I had, but that this organization had, and how everybody was so connected to Gift of Life's mission. Because that night, it wasn't about me, it was really about finding a way to get more people involved. And the one hope that I had was that when everybody left that evening, the mission of Gift of Life would continue to remain with them, and they would continue to be part of this organization and to support this organization.
In 2019, Gift of Life opens the first registry-operated collection center at its headquarters. It's a triumphant moment that brings the donor process full circle. Now in its 30th year, the power to cure is closer than ever with the Center for Cell and Gene Therapy.
I just want to say thank you to all of our honorees tonight. You have made Gift of Life what it is. You've given us the resources that we need to accomplish these lofty goals. Congratulations and thank you for doing what you do for the organization.
Congratulations to all of tonight's honorees. Pikuach Nefesh. To save a life is Gift of Life's highest priority. You honorees inspire all of us to pursue this virtue as well. And speaking of lives saved, we've come to the highlight of tonight's program, the donor-recipient meeting. If you have never experienced this treasured Gift of Life tradition, hold on to your hearts. Making tonight's introduction is LYNN Schusterman, founder and chair emerita of the Charles and Lynn Schusterman Family Philanthropies. Please welcome LYNN Schusterman.
Thank you, Tova. What a treat to be introduced by such a legendary star. I am honored to be part of tonight's virtual gala. The Charles and Lynn Schusterman Family Philanthropies is proud to partner with the Gift of Life, which saves lives and makes a real difference to so many families. We are excited to help young people recognize the power of their actions, both as individuals and as leaders. It's such a thrill to be able to meet everyone and their special donors and recipient pair tonight. To begin this very special introduction, I am more than pleased to introduce tonight's transplant recipient, Corbitt. Welcome, Corbitt. It is wonderful to meet you.
The opportunity to meet the donor is an amazing thing, so bless you all for doing this.
Corbitt, before I introduce your donor, I hope you will permit me to share a bit about your transplant journey. In January of 2019, Corbitt felt achy, tired, and lethargic. He was diagnosed with acute myelogenic leukemia. A transplant offered an opportunity to reduce the chance of relapse. When none of Corbitt's family members were close enough matched to donate, he depended upon the kindness and the generosity of strangers for the stem cell he needed. Luckily, a perfect match was found in the Gift of Life donor registry. Reflecting back on his experience, Corbitt is very grateful, as am I. The stem cell transplant has given him a whole new perspective on life, a better understanding of what is truly important, and the need to express his gratitude for those around him. Corbitt, it is such an honor to introduce you to the stranger who helped save your life. Your donor is 26 years old and lives in Washington, D.C., where she works as an analyst at the Library of Congress. She joined the Gift of Life Registry in 2014 while a student at Tulane University in New Orleans. She was motivated to become a donor by her father, who had also given his stem cells as a Gift of Life donor when she was just 10 years old. When she came upon the opportunity to swab right there in her college dining hall, it was an easy decision to volunteer. When she got the news that she was a match for you, she was excited and happy to be able to offer you a second chance at life. And what was so special, her father accompanied her on the day of her donation, which was a special experience 15 years after he had been a donor. Generosity clearly runs in this family. Your donor is so glad to know that you are healthy and is thrilled to have a chance to meet you today. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce you to your donor, Abigail.
Hi, Corbitt. It's so nice to meet you.
Oh, this is great to meet you, Abigail. Bless you so much for what you've done, and your father. It's just amazing. You are a good soul and a great spirit.
It was a real privilege to, be a match for you and get to go through this experience and help in any way that could. So, thank you to you for, allowing me that opportunity, and to the Gift of Life for facilitating all of it.
Thank you. It's all about you here. And, I had the easy part of just accepting it, but this is great, and great teamwork between the two of us.
From my perspective, I didn't go through, a percentage of what you went through. So, now hearing your experience, I think it, only deepens what I already felt about the whole experience, which was that, it was super special to get to be, a piece of your story and get to help in any way that I could. And I just hope, I guess, that anyone who sees this video or hears about Gift of Life in some way can, see our story and see that, you're doing well and you're healthy. And for me, it was, kind of nothing off my back. So, in that way, I feel excited about this whole thing, and it changed my life in many ways. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you reassess your values and the things that are important, and you're much better at telling people you love them. And I've changed a lot. I'm a much better person than who I was. And so it's fun to get a second chance.
That was beautiful, Corbitt.
So you are an amazing soul.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Corbitt and Abigail, thank you for sharing this incredible moment with us. I am so touched to be able to have made this very special introduction. And I hope that you all will be able to meet each other to continue this very, very special friendship that started today. And I look forward to celebrating many more successful Gift of Life transplants in the future. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight, for taking part in this virtual gala. And now I'm more than happy to turn it back to our host, Tova.
Thank you, LYNN, Abigail, and Corbitt. That was a once-in-a-lifetime moment, and we are so grateful to you all for sharing it with us. Earlier, I mentioned that my love of Gift of Life came about thanks to my dear friends, Wendy and Steve Siegel. They are truly the reason I am so thrilled to be here for tonight's gala. Wendy, my Wendella, I miss seeing you in person so very much. And I not only sing your praises, but pray for your continued health every week of my life. So, mwah to you. Now, Steve, I caught a glimpse of you in Sag Harbor coming off the golf course. You were really sweaty, but gorgeous, gorgeous. And you lifted my day.
Tova, thank you so much, as always, for doing this. On behalf of Gift of Life's Board of Directors, thank you all for joining us tonight and for your unwavering support. I think we can all agree we have seen firsthand just how important Gift of Life's work is. And while it's been amazing to celebrate Gift of Life's accomplishments and rejoice with Abigail and Corbitt as they met for the first time, there are still patients who are searching for their own miracle matches. Patients like Miles, a 15-month-old of biracial ancestry. He is battling leukemia, and his only hope of cure is a bone marrow transplant. And Judy, as chief of neurology at Cambridge Health Alliance, she was working long hours caring for patients when she could no longer ignore her own symptoms. She got a blood test and, of course, was diagnosed with leukemia. And Marco, a 42-year-old father battling an aggressive form of leukemia. He is of Mexican and Salvadorian descent and needs our help. Miles, Judy, and Marco are just a few of the patients Gift of Life is working with to find the donors who can save their lives. Matches for these patients are out there. We just have to find them. There has never been a more important time to lend your support. In fact, I'm excited to announce that we have a $100,000 matching gift tonight, thanks to Mitzi and Warren Eisenberg, who are among tonight's incredible honorees. Every contribution made tonight will be matched dollar for dollar. I know you've already given generously by joining this evening.
I now call upon you to give again and take advantage of this opportunity. Please join us as we work to save Miles, Judy, Marco, and others like them. I have to practice what I preach, so Wendy and I will pledge an additional $10,000 to kick off matching Warren and Mitzi's matching gift program. Our family knows just how important finding that one donor is, and we are forever grateful. Thank you so much.
And now it is my honor to recognize a very special award this evening. Many of you know who Steven Bochco was, the celebrated award-winning television producer and writer of shows that include Hill Street Blues, NYPD Blue, and LA Law, in which I had the honor of playing Harry Hamlin's ex-wife. Working with Steven was a complete joy. What you may not know about Steven's connection to Gift of Life. So please watch this video.
Online progress. See surplus store, corner People's Drive, 121st Street.
And the winner is
Hill Street Blues. And the winner is the Freedom's Last Stand episode of Hill Street Blues.
Hill Street Blues. Hill Street Blues.
LA Law.
This is the 7th Emmy Award for Steven Bochco.
NYPD Blue.
We changed television the way sound changed movies.
Steve taught me so much about the importance of what the characters were saying.
The amount of people that are walking around in this business that owe him a debt of gratitude for him being just the way he was, and giving opportunities to people.
This award will celebrate Steven's life and the positive and powerful role our volunteer leaders play in fighting blood cancer.
We are so honored that Steven's family has chosen to perpetuate his legacy in this way. And now, to present the 3rd annual Steven Bochco Award, I would like to introduce Steven's son, Jesse Bochco.
Thank you, Tova. It's so inspiring to see my dad's memory carried on in this way. Thanks to John and Gift of Life, my family got to spend an extra 3 years with my dad, and there's no price tag even put on that time. 3 years ago, we presented the inaugural Steven Bochco Award, and I'm honored to carry on the tradition tonight. This prestigious award is presented to a Gift of Life volunteer, donor, or recipient who exemplifies the qualities my dad was best known for: vision, innovation, and storytelling. The award winners are individuals who have used their own personal story to benefit and further Gift of Life's mission. The award celebrates Steven Bochco's life and the positive and powerful role our volunteer leaders play in fighting blood cancer. I'm thrilled to tell you about this year's winner. He is 28 years old and lives in Boston. He joined Gift of Life's Registry in 2011 while serving as counselor at Camp Young Judea in New Hampshire. Just over a year later, he was identified as a match for a woman battling non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he donated his stem cells to help save her life. He was so moved by the experience that he returned to his college campus with a mission to recruit more donors and save more lives. To date, he has organized more than 30 recruitment drives and added thousands of new donors to the registry, which has resulted in 7 additional lives saved. In 2015, he had the incredible experience of meeting Jill, the woman whose life he saved. In 2017, Gift of Life's former chairman of the board, Bill Beagle, presented the Distinguished Service Award to our award winner and his family. In 2020, he was recognized as one of 7 donors who have gone above and beyond for Gift of Life. He is the ultimate spokesperson for Gift of Life and attends engagements all over the country on behalf of the organization. Together with his family, He's been deeply involved in the Steps for Life 5K of Boston, now coming up on its 5th year. He is active as a co-chair of the Boston Young Professionals Committee and is currently co-chair of Gift of Life's signature event, Celebrating Life, recognizing donors, recipients, and volunteers. He believes in the power of community and embodies the belief through his ongoing service as a volunteer for Gift of Life. The 2021 Steven Bochco Award goes to Jared Stein.
Wow, thank you guys.
Congratulations, Jared. It seems richly deserved.
Oh, wow.
We would like to present Jared with this award.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much for honoring him.
Oh my God. Congratulations.
Thank you guys. Wow.
Yeah, go.
This is very nice. I love the Gift of Life. So this is, I don't know if it's very kind and thank you. This is very nice.
Well, you're welcome. And we have one more surprise.
Hey!
Hi.
How are ya?
Congratulations. I'm good. How are you?
Hi, Jill. Doing great.
How are
you?
You look
great. You look great.
Thank you. I wanted to say a few words. I am so excited for you to get this award. You're an amazing man. If not for you and Gift of Life, I would not be here today.
This is amazing.
We're very proud of you.
So thank you guys. Wow, what a nice award. The award is amazing and very, very, I'm amazed. Thank you for this recognition. But I feel like the recognition goes so much wider throughout the community. So it means a lot. Thank you. Can you tell me a little bit more about your dad?
Sure. Was just one of the most magnanimous, incredible, kind, but, you know, also sort of very clear-headed, focused person ever. But he was truly kind in his soul. And he had such a rare type of leukemia blood disease, really rare, that they were really befuddled. And when his donor, John, became a match for him and they were able to make that happen, it really bought him years on his life. And like I said, that's invaluable, and that's because of Gift of Life. So for that, we're forever indebted. I'm happy to, I'm honored myself that they would consider to put his name on the award. That means a lot to us, but mostly just because, like you said, the heroes out there, I mean, it's heroic to show up. It's heroic to put yourself in the registry and if your number gets called, to do it. That is heroic in itself. It's not easy. It takes time, it takes effort, and commitment. I'm really glad that you have an honor that he's a little bit of a part of.
Yeah, thank you. It feels like a lot to live up to. So.
Nah, I think you're doing a good job. Keep it up.
Congratulations, Jared. You are truly extraordinary. And Jesse, we are so grateful to you for presenting this beautiful award named after your gifted and magnificent father. And now we turn to Jay for an update on tonight's fundraising efforts.
Thank you, Tova. That was incredibly moving. And Jared, who I've known for years, congratulations. So proud of you. And thank you for being such an incredible advocate for Gift of Life and saving lives. And to Mitzi and Warren Eisenberg, such incredible friends. Thank you for your incredibly generous matching gift challenge tonight. So with that, let's get an update on the gifts we've received so far and see how we're doing. First and foremost, a $10,000 additional gift from Wendy and Steve Siegel that Steve announced already. Love you guys. Thank you. A $10,000 gift from Robin and Scott Gottlieb in honor of Wendy and Steve. A $5,000 gift from Julie and Jeff Parker in honor of Evie Goldfine. A $10,000 anonymous gift in honor of Gift of Life's 30 years of saving lives from two longtime Gift of Life friends. You know who you are. Thank you and virtual hugs. A $10,000 gift from the Julia Stallman Foundation, a $5,000 gift from Richie and Robin Ebers in honor of Wendy and Steve, a $25,000 gift from Viacom CBS. Thank you so much. And get ready for this one. A $50,000 gift from one of our incredible transplant recipients. She knows who she is. She's doesn't want to share her identity. She is really a superhero, so that's why she's not sharing her identity. But how amazing is that? To that anonymous giver, I just want you to know I love you very, very much. A few more have come in on the chat as I was speaking. Please remember the chat is still available to pledge gifts. You can just put it right in there, and we will include it. We had $5,000 from a long-standing family foundation, and I'm looking at my phone, and Robin says, yes, we can announce it. Thank you, Steve and Debbie Prince, the Prince Family Foundation, for that $5,000. You guys rock. We love you so much. Not only have we hit our matching gift goal, but I am pleased to share with you the grand total raised for our virtual gala tonight. One other one, $1,000 from Barry Breslau. Thank you, Barry. All right, ready for our total here. I have it here on my cell phone that Robin sent me. So including Barry's, we would be at $1,068,421. Over $1 million raised tonight. Just absolutely incredible. In fact, so incredible that that I was just so excited that I forgot to put my suit pants on, and I'm sitting here with my Lululemon shorts, my Lululemon camo shorts. So what can I say? I was just so excited, but that's what happens when you do these Zoom things. You get used to, just being wearing your clothes on top and going casual on the bottom. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for these incredible donations. And now, Tova, it is back to you.
Before we conclude our program, I want to congratulate and thank all of tonight's honorees once again. Through your actions, you not only give health and hope to patients around the world, but you inspire us and our next generation of leaders, including the recipient of our Rising Star Award. Madison Taylor is a senior at Utah State University, where she is studying health education and promotion with an emphasis in community health. Dr. Ruth Westheimer, whom I'm about to play in New York starting on December 4th, would give Maddie a standing ovation. Brava, brava, brava. Maddie joined Gift of Life's Campus Ambassador program this past spring. And despite a challenging year for donor recruitment, Maddie stood out among nearly 300 ambassadors. In just one semester, she held numerous virtual and in-person events, swabbing close to 200 donors. She aims to spread awareness about Gift of Life both on campus and in her local community. It is my great pleasure to present Maddie with Gift of Life's Rising Star Award. Please welcome Maddie, who is joining us from Utah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for having me here tonight. I really appreciate this opportunity to receive the award, as well as the opportunity I've had for the past couple months to be a part of Gift of Life. I really have fallen in love with the mission to save really as many lives as possible. And I believe it's like the little efforts that we do every day to make a difference in the world. And so thank you so much for the opportunity, and I look forward to continue working alongside Gift of Life.
Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed our one huge night virtual gala. We all look forward to swapping our sweatpants for cocktail attire for our next in-person event. Please join us in 2022 in New York or Los Angeles, when we will meet once again for our one huge night gala. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Our health is our wealth. We look forward to seeing you soon. Good night.